will get a lot of love from people, for the most part, from what I remember, from what I feel and what I've heard and had in conversations with others. But yeah, man, this is Exorcist 3.
What's up?
What's up, man? What's up, Chris?
No James tonight?
No, him and the wife went out to dinner. Well, he's running a few minutes late.
Gotcha.
He's running a little late. I just dropped the intro real quick, and I'm just introducing the episode and stuff. I didn't say my rating out loud yet. I think I'm going to wait till James gets here just so we can kind of discuss that portion of it.
Okay.
But what I was saying, and I know I'm going to say it again when James gets here as well, this didn't feel like an Exorcist movie to me.
Okay.
All the way through. I mean, maybe bits and pieces. And I think if it had another title, again, I'm not saying my rating yet. If the title was different, I think I may have liked it a little bit more.
Okay.
Not much, but maybe half a point to maybe a full point more. I'll just getting with that. But it just, I don't know. There was just something I'm just like, it's not bad, but it's not like, it's not something like, oh shit, I need to go back and watch this again. Like, what I will say though, it does make me want to go back and watch the original again. I haven't seen the original in a few years, so it makes me want to go back and watch the original, and I've never seen the sequel. So just to watch it, you know what I mean?
Shit, there's like 7 of these now, aren't there?
Well, this is supposed to be connected. No, because what you're thinking of, like the exorcism of or something like that.
No. There's like, I think 6 or sure? Yeah, I want to say like the Exorcist Beginnings. What was the other? There was like 2 or 3 others. I'm almost positive. Yo, let me hop out and come back in because this thing's acting glitchy real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's better. Can you say something?
Yep. You good?
Yeah, I don't know. It's doing something with like behind me, and your voice is kind of like almost sounds like it's too loud, but it's not. You know what I mean? Distorted or whatnot.
Really?
Yeah, it may not be you. It might just be fucking Restream or me.
That's crazy. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. It just sounds like you're at a good level, but it almost sounds like it's like peaking, like how it gets distorted when you're fucking all the way into red. Weird. It might be my setup because it's doing something to my camera too over my shoulder here with my background, which I don't have anything on. Like I'm not on green screen or nothing. But yeah, I want to say the Exorcist
there's 5
franchise. Gotcha.
Yeah, there's 5 because there's the original, there's Exorcist 2,
3.
There's this one right here, part 3,
Beginning.
Exorcist the Beginning, and then a prequel 2.
What up? We don't know who you are, but we appreciate you being here.
Yes. What's up? How's it going? Hope your day's going good. Hope your day's going great. If you do want your name and likeness and all that to pop up, there's the first link. Just click that. For Facebook users only, then you can have your name and likeness, your picture pop up if you want. You don't have to. But yeah, Restream is weird like that. Sometimes it makes you do it multiple times.
But yeah, I mean, yes and no. That's kind of like literally just before I came because I'm still doing dinner shit. I gotta hop like back in a few minutes to go turn off my noodles before they're past the al dente stage. You know what I'm saying? But I was literally just before doing. What up, Joe? Just before doing that and then coming in here, I was into John and I was kind of like, you know, I wonder what they're gonna say, but I do want to like go back and watch all of them because I did like how this one ties in a few things.
There, I switched to you.
But yeah, I did it feel like an Exorcist movie? I mean, in order for it to feel like an Exorcist movie, it's got to be creepy, demonic, and give you a little bit of a shit, what the fuck factor. I feel like it missed a little bit on some of those, but I feel like they still tried to stick to the formula. So to me, it wasn't anything that was like, what the fuck is this the same as Exorcist movie? It was more of along the lines of, man, like they could have done a few more things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Funny you ask, Joe. Funny you ask. So with the TV series, I did see the first season when it came out with the wife, but I'm actually, I told you guys I'm working on my Patreon. I didn't launch it yet because I want to get some content out there built up for you guys. I'm actually working on that behind the scenes, reviewing that. So yes, some of it. And you guys want to know how I feel about it, you'll see when the Patreon drops and you get the Patreon. But I get what you're saying though, but you know what it is? I'm so used to watching like, well, again, I've only seen the original. So, and in the original, what do you see? You see an exorcism going on. You see more of that kind of this almost felt to me like I don't know, it felt more like a, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say like a cop movie, like a true crime type of figure it out type of thing for a lot of it.
Okay.
More so than an Exorcist movie. And I understand, you know, with the whole shit. James ain't gonna make it. He just messaged me.
Okay.
It's all good. But I don't, like I said, I didn't hate it. And now that we know it's just gonna be us two, I gave this movie a 3.5.
Okay.
I gave this movie 3. That's what I'm starting out with.
What the hell is that?
Searching for music for your next.
What? What are you talking about?
You didn't hear that just now? Spanish music had started playing out of nowhere.
I didn't hear it.
Like, what the fuck is going on here? But so you gave it a 3, you said?
3.5.
I wasn't mad at it. I watched it late night. So I definitely wasn't upset to watch it. Do I feel like they could have done slightly better and they could have taken the time to give you more of that creep factor with some of the situations? Yes. This one compared to the first one to me was a 5.
Was it a 5? Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at it. Like it could have scored a little bit higher had it had a few more moments like the first one did to kind of set you back, give you that oh shit.
Yeah.
But even the one spot where I feel like they really tried to. Should we just start talking about it, or should I still kind of?
Oh yeah. I was just
Safeguard and be vague.
those comments. We're talking about you hearing the Spanish music only in your head.
Nah, I'm telling you, that shit was just going on. I don't know what the hell happened.
And then just about the show, really quick. Someone who was in our magazine did a storyboard for that show. That's fucking amazing. That's awesome.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Now go ahead. What were you saying? Yeah, we could just dive right in.
So I feel like, you know, with the first one, obviously it's kind of a classic, right? It's a cult classic. It was especially for the time of it, it was a very like shock movie. You know what I mean? It was a very like, holy shit, how did this even make it to theaters for the time? This one obviously was not that.
With the original, really quick, what I do want to say is I would love to do this in 2 different ways. Go back in time at this age and see the movie, already knowing what happened, already seeing it, but seeing it in the theaters with those people that are seeing it in the 70s, because that's like, oh my goodness, this is, I mean, just the exorcism factor, the whole religious factor with it. I'm sure people are a lot more religious then than they are now. I'm assuming. I can't make a fact of that. And of course, still loving horror and seeing that and being like terrified of it. And then I would love to go back at this age again, but in that time period with that same mind frame of not seeing anything, whatever the craziest movie was at the time, you seen that, and then you watch, you know what I mean? Like,
it was pretty much this.
No, that's what I'm getting at. What I'm saying is like going back in time when this originally came out, right? Seeing it in theaters with the mindset of already seeing it and seeing all the crazy shit I've seen nowadays, but seeing it with those people for the first time would
it wouldn't have the same effect on you then.
No, but then also going back and seeing it for the very first time in that theater in that time frame, like, and not seeing any other, You know what I mean? Like all my other horror movie history from whatever came out after this, never seen. Like it's not that I've never seen, it's just not there. You know what I mean? It's like a different universe. That's what I mean by that. Just because it would be cool to see these. This is one of those type of films. I would say Jaws. There's more. Of course, I'm talking about the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Just seeing those films when they came out in theaters again, and seeing it for the first time, like, oh my god! But with that same mindset those other people have, like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they fucking did this movie. I feel that would be such a great experience and such like a, I don't know. I would love to see that, because then you can go on again, if you have the same memory going back and forth, you can go on to like, okay, so this really was one of the scariest movies that ever came out. Not just the whole, this is the scariest movie that ever came. They say it about every damn movie nowadays that comes out. This is the scariest movie. People get sick in theaters. People are passing out and just to sell tickets. And it's usually the same fucking like night vision effect of like the same people from from 25 different fucking horror movies. That's terrifying.
Yeah, but I mean, this movie was one of those that set people back. Not only, it wasn't really so much for the effects of it, it was more so of the holy shit, that's dark. Holy shit, she's screwing a crucifix. Holy shit, like this is really, really demon. This is like,
oh yeah,
holy cow, you know what I mean? And then the gruesomeness a little bit that they showed, the vomiting and all that shit, like that was all new. That was all just like, what the fuck?
And then the shit around it, like if you watch it's on Shudder, I believe, Cursed Films, with not only the original Exorcist, but there's quite a few horror movies, which I need to rewatch that and watch season 2 as well. People dying, you know, just there's stuff that happened to people on set or people that had involved in those films, and it's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
It makes you wonder, was that a prank and shit that was going on the scene from, you know, all these people that know how to make special effects and things that, you know, happen or whatnot, you know what I mean, without making it seem like they're doing anything, you know what I mean? Or was it like, yo, that set was haunted, like, hey, what the fuck happened there?
No, there was no prank, because there was people that like legit like died or got killed or something, like crazy shit, not just like somebody falling or whatever. I'm sure here and there could have been pranks, I'm sure, but I mean, there was like there's some wild shit. There's some wild shit. Now with this, again, with this one though, like some of, you know, speaking of effects, what I did like is the when they go back to the cell where the guy's locked up on his own. Or no, matter of fact, it's when the bald-headed pastor is going in there or whatever. And, well, they call him father, so it'd be a pastor, more of a priest. But when they're doing the cells, eyes were like that orangish, yellowish, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's the possessed.
The possessed
right?
look for that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like it's. I know it seems kind of cartoony nowadays, but I still think it's kind of cool. Because nowadays you'll see. Well, I only say that because nowadays when you see movies where people are getting possessed, usually they're either like they look almost they're like black, but they look like they're
That's
like
corny.
They're like black or whatever, or like black blood coming from their, you know, like the red or black blood coming down their eyes and shit. And I just like the color, the colorful part of that. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I like that. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, no, the stupid black eye shit or the fucking wide eye or whatever. It's corny. To me, it's corny. The modern day shit's corny. This is. No.
I like them. I mean, I enjoy both. I have fun with both. I think both fit for the eras that they were put out in.
I feel like it's too basic. This you actually had to do something other than just put in a fucking cap. You know what I mean? Or just CGI it out. This one, the character got to play and emote to them with them in and shit like that. You know what I mean? They shot the shot perfectly with the light being right on the part they wanted to focus on. Like,
you could say that too. Yeah, you could definitely say that too.
I just did. I know.
I'm just saying you could say that too. shit. I don't know, man. I kind of wish, you know what it is? I wish this movie felt more of a, even if you don't say more like an Exorcist movie, I wish it felt more like a horror movie just in general. To me, it didn't really feel like a horror movie that much. It really didn't. For the title of this film, I think that's the biggest thing about it. Like, if you just called this The Possession even.
Well, the reason why it's still called The Exorcist is because
it's connected.
Yeah, right. He's the priest that did the exorcism
from the original. Yes.
From the original. You know what I mean? So it's still about the exorcist. This time now he's the one who got demonically possessed.
I mean, I get. You could even say it's the after effects, so to speak, of the consequences of doing the exorcism and all this other shit. But I just wish it could have been a little better. Quite a bit better, because I gave it a 3.5. I
didn't mind the cop aspect of it. I wish the moments they chose that they did to try to be creepy with things, like the fucking ceiling walk, them coming out of nowhere, the build up to the nurse being in the house and then all of a sudden reaching down out of nowhere. The shit with him being able to use his mind, use the one vessel's mind to body hop, to let the demon shows that he grew his strength, he's gotten more demonic, and then it's kind of like they put him, they put it in, basically calls the mental ward essentially the devil's playground, right? Because he's like, oh shit, it's so easy to possess the what are they called? The catatonic, the ones that aren't responsive or that don't really, know what the hell's going on or whatnot. It's like, that's his playground. He can do whatever he wants there. He can control whoever he wants. He doesn't have to fully possess them. He doesn't have to go through the process of like grooming them and fucking building strength. He's already at that point now.
That's true. Did you know, what is it? Was it Herschel from The Walking Dead was in this movie? He was. Yeah, Dr. Temple. My wife pointed that out, and then she's like, "Oh," so I was like, "Who is that?" I'll pull it up. Give me a second.
Like, what? There was a male doctor too in this?
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah.
We did it with more rental listings than anybody else. It was just inevitable that you were going to find everything that you were looking for.
Are you playing a commercial or something?
Me? I'm not playing anything.
What the fuck is going on with my computer?
I have nothing else. The only windows I have open, I have Facebook, the thing where I do the ratings, and now this Google page.
What is my computer doing? Like, I just heard a renters.com fucking or apartments.com commercial with Jeff Goldblum, like out of nowhere. Lord have mercy.
That's him right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Herschel.
It's really interesting, all these different characters or, actors and stuff like that, like seeing them appear in different things like this is kind of cool.
I was going to say, that's something I love. Like, I mean, who was it? Johnny Depp, The Nightmare on Elm Street. You had Kevin Bacon and Friday the 13th, the original. And just, I know there's more out there, but this guy right here played Herschel. But I love how you have those names and from, say, from a horror film or whatever, and they're like a small character, not a huge scene, not a huge role, pretty cool kill in it. And then later on down life, you're just like, holy shit, this is a fucking big name actor. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So yeah, it is pretty cool.
Like, I obviously, having the old lady. See, that's some of the creepy part. And you don't know, because the suspense builds as it develops and they get more details and they start telling you some of the details that they didn't release from one of the other killers. And you're like, so is this a copycat? What's going on? And then you're like, oh shit, this person must have had some type of medical experience, right? And you're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, and
yeah, like with the Gemini killer thing he was talking about.
Well, besides that, just how they were saying how he was killing them when they were like, oh, he cut them out and bled them out, not a drop of blood. Oh, he cut off this thing and did this, and there's no wrong incision or anything. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, they know what they're doing, so who's doing this? And then you're in the hospital. And then the one other thing that was really cool that I liked, that could have been a little bit more impactful, was when the one nurse is just walking around trying to do her round, she gets scared, and then she's going through, and then all of a sudden the lady in white fucking comes behind her and shit, and then you see the statue of the Jesus, whatever, Virgin Mary missing its head, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? And finally at the end, when that nurse shows up at his crib, and you're like, what? And then she's like, oh, hey, can we go back to the hospital now? Like, she's out of it, you know what I mean? She's obviously one of the patients or whatnot. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Well, she was like, hey, can I go to bed yet or something? Or is it bedtime?
Yeah, she was one of the loonies. She was one of the ladies who didn't have her mind in the hospital. She wasn't an actual nurse. You know what I mean? So it's like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden it reaches down and the possession's there, and then it gets interrupted right in the nick of time. The grandmother saves the daughter. The priest walks into the room at the hospital. And it's like, oh, you're here? You just bothered me. Like, let's do this, because you don't even know what you just walked into. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Like, those last few moments are kind of picked up somewhat.
Yeah, it was a slow build up until probably, like, 45 minutes, 50 minutes or so. And then the last, like, 20 minutes, it started, like, dropping shit. And then the last 15, 20 minutes of the movie was just like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I wish they would have done better with, like, the whole crucifix thing, him coming out of the ground when he finally asked the cop, so do you believe? And he's like, yeah, I believe. And then all of a sudden, the devil raises the priest himself out of the ground on a crucifix. It's like, help me. It's like, yeah, you're going to believe even more now. Like, I just said I believe. What the fuck?
So my wife did point out one other person in this. Your favorite basketball player, Patrick Ewing, was in this.
I thought that was Patrick Ewing.
Yep.
I thought that was Patrick.
It's not a bad.
Wait, how is he my favorite basketball player and why? I don't understand.
You used to love the New York Knicks when you were about 12.
No, I've never liked the Knicks.
Oh.
Yeah, no, never. Never would have said that to anybody ever.
Let me have my moment of making shit up.
They're one of the worst teams in history, other than, you know, when Ewing and them made it to the finals and they got their asses kicked by fucking the Pacers or Reggie, but
I'm just making shit up, man.
oh, okay. I was like, yeah, no, because I've never said that.
Me and you, all the conversations we've had has barely been about sports, because you're like, I don't really watch sports like that.
I ain't more. I used to follow. Like, I was really big. I followed.
Nowadays.
Yeah, I follow like Chris Webber, fucking Shaq coming out of college and shit like that. I used to be big into it. But yeah, they did okay with it. Like I said, I didn't mind the cop aspect. I didn't mind the slow build. The payoff was almost worth it at the end. I just wish it would have been a little bit more of the what the fuck factor like the first one was. But then again, how do you top the first one? Like, there's barely any movies that top it nowadays.
I would even say, not even necessarily if movies top it or not, it's how do you replicate it? Like, if you're gonna make a sequel to something like that, you're expecting it to be like phenomenal, like holy shit. Right. Even if it's as good as the original, you're like holy shit. And then when it's not, it's just like, you know, I watched it. And I'm gonna say the same thing when I watch fucking 2, 4, and 5 probably, because I'm gonna eventually watch 2, 4, and 5 just because, and then go back and watch the original, of course. I mean, the original it's a great movie. Funny story about the original is I remember the first time I seen it over at my cousin's house. I think I was about 11, 12-ish. I thought the shit was funny. Like, I'm fucked up because
what?
I'm dead serious. I remember we were watching it. It was over in Colony. Well, where his mom lives still, but you know. And like we were watching in his room, and he had the stereo and all this shit. And I just laughed during the movie. Like I was so, I don't know what it was, because I've seen so many movies, so many horror movies up to that point. Like I told you guys before, I started when I was around 5 years old. So seeing this movie 6, 7 years later, however many years later it was, it could have been later than that. I don't know.
This was like 77, I think.
73, I want to say 73, I think. But I'm saying from when I seen, I'm not that old, guys.
Yeah,
I'm not that old, and I'm just, I don't know. Like to this day, my wife said this movie still fucks with her. Like, with the whole what was it? The exorcism scene, especially with Regan, all that shit with Regan and all that crazy shit that goes on there.
Yeah, there's definitely something about that movie and the way it does things and builds things and then sets up and then lets the demon play with you as well. And like, yeah, there's just something about that movie that still you get a little bit of that hair raise, even though you know what's happening, what's coming. There's still just like, man, what the fuck?
That's a great thing though, man. That's one of those things to where, I mean, I haven't seen it in a while. It doesn't do that for me, but it's one of those things to where I say it's a really good horror, a great horror movie, maybe one of the best ever. Not saying it's one of my favorites, not saying that it's the greatest and all that other shit. I'm saying maybe it's one of the best ever for the fact that it still puts that fear into people. Like at the end of the day, that's what you want from a horror movie, is to one way or another put that fear into you. It maybe even almost to the part to where like you're almost like, anytime I watch this movie, I have nightmares, or anytime I watch this movie, you know, the movie scares the shit out of me. I don't know if I really want to watch it. Type of that, to me, that's great. That means this horror, especially for this type too, more so for this than like a slasher or anything like that, but more so for like the paranormal, the religious type, anything that deals with something like that, spiritual shit, because it feels more realistic to people. You can connect more with it. A lot of people can connect more with it because of course, a big thing with religion and just in general. And I think that's what it is with The Exorcist. I think that's what it is with the original Exorcist, is there's so much that goes into it, so much that ties into it. And I'm not even talking about old people that seen it back in the day that still love it and appreciate it. I mean, ones that are around our age that love it and appreciate it and still have that kind of slight fear / respect for it. That makes that helps it a lot.
It's almost that vibe of like, you know, when you're watching a horror movie nowadays and you take something like The Ring or something like that, right? Or like fucking, I haven't seen the VHS, but something where good. Like they get something and they're like, what the fuck is this? This is weird. And then they like kind of put it in and they're watching it and they're just like, and then you know something bad is about to happen. And even it's like the character in the movie is kind of like, something's off. You know what I mean? That feeling that you see them get and that you kind of get, like, what the fuck's about to happen here? It, like, does that. That movie does that to me, where it's like...
I could see that.
Like, is there some, like, demonic shit about to be... Did I just open a portal by playing this fucking movie?
See?
Hold up. You're not sacrificed.
See? And again, that's what I love about it, is that it affects people like that. That's what I still enjoy about the movie. That's what I think makes it like one of the greats, is that. And I feel like Jaws, to an extent, is almost that. Jaws made a lot of people afraid of
Jaws isn't shit.
Jaws made a lot of people afraid of oceans. It's a really good movie though. And I mean,
I don't disagree, I guess.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. It's not for everybody.
I've never understood what people liked about Jaws. Don't get me wrong. It's a cool movie for like the effects of the time, and that was Spielberg, right?
I'm terrible with shit like that. Big of a horror fan as I am, I'm terrible with names. I tell you guys this.
Pretty sure it was Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what... I think this is pretty much what's ended up kind of getting him going. But, yeah, like, I don't see it as a horror movie. I don't see it as a, like, I don't know. It's just like a... Alright, it's fucked up if there's a shark that big. But other than that... I guess.
But again, it could be one of those movies, if you've seen it in that time, it may affect you way different. You know what I mean? And I will say this, this probably won't change your effects too much if you've seen it nowadays, but I did see it a couple of years ago in theaters. That was fucking, that was awesome. Just because you're seeing it on the big screen and you're seeing this movie and like the open water and shit, it almost, just a tiny bit, it almost felt like you were like right there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Almost like looking through, not watching a movie, but almost like looking through a window. Like if you open the window, you can touch the water.
Nice.
And I would love to see The Exorcist in theaters, by the way. I would love to see any of these older films. I know The Thing is going to be playing in certain theaters this week and this weekend. I would love to see that in theaters, because why the fuck not? That would be awesome. I got the pleasure of seeing Jaws and Nightmare on Elm Street in theaters. That was fucking, those are both dope to see in theaters. But again, back to The Exorcist 3. This is another one of those movies that I am a little disappointed in the fact that I don't have much to say about it.
I mean, really? You don't want to talk about any of the aspects that failed you, or like you feel like they shortcoming, or you were like they could have done this better? Like you don't want to complain about it? Nothing?
Well, all right.
No parts you liked about it? Like,
One second. Wait a minute, Joe. You think it'd be me that can't swim, and I can actually swim. I'm not fucking with the ocean.
You don't do beaches?
Nah.
Seriously? Have you ever been to a beach?
Yeah.
And you don't go swimming?
Nope, not anymore.
How the hell you just sit your black ass on the fucking salt and just fry out there without going in the water?
I don't go to the beach. That's how.
You just say you've been to the beach.
Well, yeah, when I was like, I think the last time I went to a beach, I was maybe like 10, 11 years old. If that old.
And you ain't go swimming? Yeah, I used to try to test how far I could go before it could start to take me away. Like,
nah. Back then I would go in the ocean, but nowadays, nah, I won't fuck with that. Give me a pool.
It was the crabs and fucking shit on the bottom that used to get to me, not anything else. The jellyfish, you know what I mean? Like, oh fuck, I don't want to get stung by that.
Yeah, because then somebody would have to pee on you.
I would just get some toast, spread it out. Jelly.
What the fuck?
Jelly.
Oh god, SpongeBob.
It's a jellyfish. Get it? Spread it on toast.
Yeah, that went over my head, but no, I wasn't expecting that. All right, so as far as what I didn't like I said, it just maybe if they focus the movie more on the original priest. I know they kind of did, but maybe they really focused on him more. I've never seen part 2, so maybe part 2 does this. And then you see how he gets into the, where he is now. Or maybe part 2 could be something completely different. I have no clue. Because I think part 2 is the one that a lot of people don't like. I could be wrong. But anyway, let's just exclude part 2. Let's just say part 2 doesn't do that. And if this one did that, kind of more on his story of what happened. Yes, I know what happened after. Or yeah, more on his story of like what happened after. Maybe showing flashbacks, bits and pieces of part 1. Even if it showed like certain parts at the end where does he fall out the window? Again, I haven't seen it, so I wrote it down the stairs. I don't remember. Anyways, however that one ended, you know what I mean? Kind of showing flashbacks of that and then kind of seeing how he got to where he is now and just like that story. And with all this some of this other shit unfolding the way it did. Because this movie was an hour and 49 minutes, so there was a good 45 minutes before stuff really started kind of happening. And then the rest was, more of still building up some here and there, and then more of like, what happened. I mean, like I get that the one priest dies in the confessional, gets killed in the confessional. And just I did like stuff like that, like the body, like how you were saying with the body jumping or whatever. So I did like that aspect of it, but still it just didn't do enough for me. It just really didn't do enough for me to like really. I had a fun time with it at best, but to like really enjoy it, to really say like, oh shit, I want to see this again.
See, so to the point that you just said about the priest and all that stuff, right? So at first you're not like, at first you see a priest, you see the vision of the person falling down the stairs, right? That he saw or whatever, because the cop saw that. The cop was also there when all this shit was going down from the first one. So it's like, oh shit. And then he saw this thing afterwards attack somebody or just a kid push him down, right? And it's like, so now they're tying these things in, right? So then, but then on top of it, you got this priest there and you're assuming this priest is going to be the priest that does the Exorcist. Or it's the new Exorcist, right? He's going to be the one doing the exorcism. It's going to attack or whatever. He's going to be involved because he knows the case of the past. He was in close relation to the original priest and all this shit. But then that's not the case. Not only does random murder start happening in the public, not just in a home with a child or a person who's been possessed and is acting funny to make the family, their alarms go off. But now there's shit happening in society. This thing's reach got further. Like, so that's why I think they tie in the whole, like, cop trying to figure out the mystery type deal, whatnot.
Like the murders or whatever. Okay, so that makes sense. And then, I mean, it still doesn't make me like it really much more, but that does make sense. And then, like, because the murders, the cops figuring that shit out.
Yeah, and then they kill off another priest in the confessional, like you said. They're like, yo, this is a blatant attack on
they kill the one off in the confessional, and then even the one that you were just talking about, the original priest. Because remember, he goes to the hospital, and the cop's like, "Look, you're smoking those cigarettes. I can kill you." And I forgot what the priest says exactly, but then the next day he ends up dead.
Right. So
They have that cheat.
I think that was set up. I think that was because of the demon that he even ended up in the hospital.
Yeah.
Because he was fine. I'm pretty sure he said he was fine, and then he was doing something over breakfast, and next thing you know, he fell or something, or he had. So it's like, yo, this demon's fucking reached. So he got him to the hospital where he wanted him. You know what I mean? And then you're like, oh, hey, that you wish it would have had more to do with the original priest. This whole movie revolved around the original priest because he was the vessel. And because of his holiness and his divineness, and since he was the one that defeated him, since he took him over, he's the reason he's gotten so strong, and 15 years have passed that he's been able to repiece his mind after he fucking lost it in the exorcism, and he's able to now control him and reach further.
I think it's just, I don't know what it is. Something just didn't connect with me with this movie. There's just something
I'm making the connections for you. I'm trying to draw the lines for you that you didn't miss.
I get that. I understand that, but it's just like something that didn't really like, I guess draw me in to be like, again, oh shit. Like when I watch some movies, I want to watch, ones that I expect to really enjoy, like something like this I was expecting to kind of enjoy, like really enjoy to the point of, oh shit, I'd love to watch this again. Matter of fact, because I didn't even know about 4 and 5, so you just mentioned that a little while ago. Matter of fact, why don't I watch the first 3 one of these days and kind of, which I still may do. I'm still probably going to end up doing it, watching 1 through 5. But I don't know, man. I know the next 2 are going to be fucking garbage. But
see, and
again,
I recall seeing Beginnings and Dominion. I remember enjoying them.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, okay, so maybe they just faltered a little bit in the middle there and then brought it back later. Because, so much time has passed, right? The first one came out in 73. The second one came out in 77. The next one that we just saw that we're reviewing now came out in 90. 13 years later.
And then what was the next one? Like,
2004. 14 years later. And then a year or 2 later was the next one.
That's crazy.
Even though it was kind of like a cash grab, I want to say, on the last one, Dominion or whatever. Seriously, what the fuck is going on with my computer? These ads are just popping up out of nowhere.
Anything after I would say anything after part 1, maybe a cash grab, but especially 4 and 5.
2 at least has the cover of the girl. It's got her face on it. What was her name that played her?
Reagan?
No, what was the name of the actress?
Oh, again, I don't know.
Linda Blair.
Oh my god, I should fucking know that.
Yeah. And it at least has her face on it, on the cover as well. So it's like, okay, so at least this will be a direct relation or whatnot, but I gotta go back and watch it too. But like I said, I wasn't mad at this one. You know what I mean? I wasn't mad at it.
I'm not mad at it, and honestly, this is one that could possibly raise once I go back and watch the first 2, just so I can get for the original, obviously we've all seen it, but just so I can get like that refresher kind of, because the story's all jumbled and shit, but it's like once you see it again, you're like, okay, I remember. Oh shit. And you pay attention to it a little bit different with movies, especially with a movie like that in your adult years and you do in like your kid to teen years. Like I honestly can't tell you the last time I've seen the original Exorcist movie. It's, I'll put it to you like this. If I have not seen it with my wife, I probably haven't seen the original since maybe my teen years. Early 20s, maybe into teen years, mid to late teen years. And that's at least 15, 16 years ago, if not more.
Yeah.
That's a while.
Yeah.
Versus,
20 years ago.
Because it's not so, it's one, and again, it's one of those movies that, yes, I agree, it's a really good movie, but as good as I feel it is, it's not one I go back to. Obviously, it's not one I go back to often. Maybe it's something, if I see it again more recent, I'll change that. I don't know. because I'm also like I'm weird because I'll watch movies, you know, but certain movies like, okay, this movie was awesome, I can't wait to see it again, I'll definitely watch it again. And then I also watch movies and I'm just like, okay, I've never new to, I don't mean brand new movies that just came, just new to me. If I've never seen it, it's like, okay, I want to see as many movies as possible, boom, 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 boom. So I'm trying not to do the whole go back and watch what you're comfortable with. I guess that's the best way of saying it, no matter how good or bad they were. Well, good.
I can't recall ever choosing to watch the first one or any of these other than Beginnings and Dominion myself a second time. Like the first time I watched it, I think my dad had thrown it on or something. The second or third time that I had watched it, it was always somebody else's choice to watch the movie. Like I always got the fucking spine tingle, fucking just hearing the name. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Something about that first time stuck with me that, like I said, I even still, like, if I do catch it, like, I'm not gonna watch it, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what you're fucking with. Like, I get the Ouija board feeling from this movie. You know what I'm saying?
See, now that I won't fuck with the Ouija board. You can kiss my black ass on that one. Like, I'll speak for James. He would probably do it. But me, nah, fuck, no. There's this certain shit I'm not touching. I'll do the whole haunted tours. I'll do the haunted drive tours, the walking tours. I'll do that. I may even do an overnight thing. But I'm gonna tell you right now though, if I do an overnight thing, I can't be by myself. I don't give a shit what anybody says. You're gonna have me sitting there by myself, scared as shit.
There's just certain things, like the first time fucking with a group of people trying the whole Bloody Mary and the whole fucking Candyman thing, bro. That was all I needed. I was good.
Yo, I am 36 years old. I still have never said Candyman in the bath, well, in any mirror, 5 times. I just don't think it's a good idea.
Like, nope.
Bloody Mary I may have done, but Candyman, nah, I honestly haven't. Bloody Mary's a maybe.
But certain things for some reason, man, like I don't know. There's a lot of things I can hear and I can see, and I won't get the heebie-jeebies about. But there's certain things that when you get that feeling, man, you better listen to your intuition, bro. Like I don't know.
Oh, yeah. See now, if I get like that weird gut feeling or like that feeling in the back of your mind, it's like, yo, don't fucking do this. This is terrible. I'm not gonna do it. Now, if I get that feeling, because I've had this one too, which again, I'm going to go back to when I went out to Colorado last summer and we did that little tour, The Shine, you know, for The Shine. Well, wasn't where the actual movie was shot, but whatever. There were certain spots, like especially in this room where they turn the lights off and close the door. I got like an eerie feeling, but it was more so like, yo, if I see something, I'm running type of feeling, not like I'm in danger right now, but it was more like, because I told you guys, I was dead ass right next to the door. I believe I'm the one who even turned off the light switch. I think the lady's like, can you turn off the light? Because it was like right behind me. So I knew where the light switch was. I knew where the door was. Like, listen, that little dumb lollipop thing, if that was in my hand, if that just came out of my hand and floated and just threw somewhere, I don't even care if somebody pranked me and grabbed it. I'm taking the fuck off, and I know Henry's black ass will be following me. I know for a fact if you were there, you'd be out too.
Oh, I'm not asking no questions. I'm not even gonna be like, what happened? Nope, I'm gone. Nope. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I'm gonna be in the car. So what are we gonna tell our girls when we get back home? Yo, this tour was fucking easy.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Nope. You'd have to come track me down if you made it out, because I'd be walking home by that time already.
Yeah, we would have been. I'm telling you, we would have met up at the car. Like, yo, let's just go back to. Fuck it, let's go back. Go home.
Where's Chris? Call him. Yeah, bro, I'm on fucking I-66 already. 3 miles out. You want? Come scoop me. I'm not spending another fucking night anywhere near this motherfucking place. No, thank you.
We stayed maybe like, it was like a 5-minute, 10-minute drive max from there.
Nah, bro.
But we were up in the mountains kind of. So I'm not traveling that night in the mountains either.
Yo, I'm telling you, in college, we broke into a place at night. What up, Nick?
It was good.
We broke
by the way,
what up?
I was just gonna say I had this going across the bottom screen. Next episode 306, the thing, the 40-year anniversary, and Nick is actually gonna be a part of that. Half of the Scene Snobs, nice. And so is Casey. So that'll be fun. that'll be fun. So make sure you guys tune in for that. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off, man.
No, yeah, in college, fucking a group of us decided to take a drive out to some place that one of my friends happened to see this fucking place, right? Side of the road somewhere, like off in the distance. We decided it was gonna be a good idea one night to fucking load up the car with a couple girls, our friends. There was a couple cars. It was like 12 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, we decided to break into this place through a fucking window in the basement. It was all boarded up. Like, bro. And let me tell you, that place was so fucking creepy. Like, we knew to expect certain things like rodents and shit like that, right? But we got inside, the floors were broken, the fucking ceilings were caving, walls, right? And like no graffiti or nothing. One or two rooms, right? One or two fucking spaces in certain spots had graffiti, but everything else just looked like it just dilapidated. And it's like one of them scenes from like you're walking through like a fucking horror movie type shit, bro. Pitch black. We got nothing but fucking one or two fucking flashlights that are like the mag small lights, right? The batteries are dying on them. We're holding up cell phones, flip phones. This is 2005, right? 2004, 2005. We're holding up flip phones open, constantly hitting the button to kind of help us light our way. The noises and shit, bro. The feel in that place. When we all got done and finally got out, we must have been in there 2 hours, 2.5 hours. We went probably 3 or 4 floors. It was like a 6 or 7 floor fucking building, right?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see poster signs, nothing. When we got through with that place and we got out, come to find out, supposedly there's a tale about the place in the town, and it used to be a fucking old mental asylum.
Wow.
Bro, it was the weirdest fucking thing. And then like we're not thinking about shit like that. We're seeing gurneys and shit. Like we're just like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe it's an old hospital or something. Old mental asylum, straps, straight jackets. We're passing shit now. Like after the fact, we're thinking about like, yo, was that? Yo, what? Are we serious right now? Like, you know what I mean? Like the next day, 2 days later, we're like, and we go drive by it. Signs posted. Private property, trespassing, not allowed, blah, blah, blah. You see the old sign fucking slanted hanging from the facility that it was. And I'm just like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Everybody's like, what? Never again. Never again, bro. Never. The one and only time I was ever part of a B&E. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah.
Never again. Nope.
So, funny thing, it's just funny that you mentioned that. Probably obviously got this movie and shit, but me and James were talking about this. So Saratoga, there's a hospital, there's like an old rundown hospital, whatever. It's for sale now. I think they wanted like 200 grand for it. I forgot what, but it's supposedly it's haunted. And that would be dope to have the money to buy that. Because if that's legitimately haunted, and then that's an easy fucking tour place. That's an easy bed and breakfast. That's an easy hotel. I mean, if you wanted to switch it over,
people want how much is it going to cost to actually like make it all right though for it. You know what I mean?
Renovate it, yeah. Renovation. I mean, it would cost some bread. It would definitely cost some bread because you need the bread to buy it, and then you need the bread to fix it up so it's safe for people to go in there. And kind of, I don't know, because I guess. I don't know how that works though for something that's haunted or whatever, as far as like, because yes, you want to preserve the building. You want the building to be able to be safe if you're going there to make a profit or whatever. Even if it's a museum for an educational purpose, whatever the case may be, it needs to be safe for people to go in and out of. So it's like, do you move this stuff around to certain rooms? Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you do if something like, say if something happened in the room, say it's a hospital number room like 95, like wing E95. You don't want to touch too much of that if something really happened in there. But at the same time, you got to make it safe enough for people to go in there if it's an older, rundown. So I wonder how that works. There may be a simple answer to that, but I seriously wonder how that works. Like, do you just put all fresh new shit? And is it just like, say the gurneys with the part that was haunted? The fucking, you know what I mean? Or is it the whole room? Is it something in this room?
Listen, bro. Like I said, I'm only in that place between the noises, and I forgot this one thing. We were somewhere in the center of the building, like first floor, main floor, and it was summertime. It was fucking summertime. Okay, it was like May, end of May. just before school got out. Bro, I shit you not, everybody was like, what the fuck is that? And we all huddled together, was like, why is it so fucking brick? We started walking and shit, the noises started getting worse. We left that floor, didn't come back, but we still heard shit moving and shit. Like, I'm telling you, it was one of the weirdest fucking experiences of my goddamn life, bro.
Say man, that's...
I'm good. I'm good. Nope.
So you wouldn't do any of that haunted stuff? Like going on a tour or anything?
I mean, I'll do some research on it, and I'll see if, like, you know, I mean, what was the success rate of survivors? Gauge it on that. But if I knew for a fact, yo, this is like the most haunted place in America, this, that, and that went there. First of all, I ain't going there with nobody who's got fucking equipment to contact and talk to these motherfuckers and get responses. Nope. Secondly, I ain't going there with anybody who thinks they're like a witching or anybody who has some type of connection to any type of fucking like occult or spiritual realm or it.
Yeah.
Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. Like, not doing it.
So you're just not gonna go there at all then?
I'll go. I'll be moral support. But if it's like, if I know for a fact, like, there's a ton of shit that's been going on there throughout history that no one can explain, I'm not. I'll wait outside.
I mean, outside could be just as crazy. You never know.
Way outside.
He said way outside. I'll wait from home.
I'll wait in the car outside of the fence. Like, I'll keep watching the lights from you, flashlights on the inside, the screams and shit.
Like, okay, so where's the Crystal? So where's the exact line that you know, where it's not spooky haunted shit, to where I can just like watch from a distance, like, oh, over there across the street. Okay, I'm gonna park the car over here, guys.
Then I turn around, it's a fucking graveyard.
Oh, shit.
It's quiet over there. You'll be fine.
I see. Now for me, I would, if it was a guy, like, I'm not gonna go into like trespassing, go into this shit, because that's just asking for trouble. I think even more so than go. Yeah, people could say, yeah, but you're going on a tour. But yeah, but at least I'm not.
You think
I'm
the tour ask them if it's cool if they bring people?
Hey, listen.
To the place they're haunting? I'm good.
I don't know. I just feel like it's better. Probably because it's legal. That's probably the only reason why. Because it's like, if you get caught, like, just imagine doing that shit. It's like, oh shit, I'm a grown-ass man sneaking in this spot. Something stupid happens. The cops are coming. It's like, okay, do you want the ghost to catch you or the cop? I guess the cop in that sense.
I mean, for you or in James, I mean, I'm sure it's worth a ticket. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's worth a citation.
Nah.
For me, I'm good. I don't want to risk dying for a citation and excitement.
No, fuck that. Just go on a tour. Just go on a tour. You wouldn't even do like the local tours? Because I know there's some in Schenectady. I know there's shit in Troy. I'm sure.
Like I said, I would do some research and figure out what exactly happened and took place. Like, if they're like, oh, so-and-so lived here and it's haunted by them, supposedly, is one thing. But if I read, like, yo, people disappeared in that town, was never explained. For some reason, this is the hotspot of, like, spiritual activity. Some crazy motherfucker used it as his fucking temple of killing and all this shit.
Doom. Nah.
Nope. Hell no. If I know some heinous shit happened there, nope. Especially with nowadays all this talk about different metaverses and manifesting shit, and like your dreams are actually just another fucking universe that you're seeing that you can still get to because you can take the actions to... I'm good. The whole third eye shit, nope, I'm good. Nope. There's a reason you get those eerie feelings. There's a reason shit like that fucking out of nowhere, especially if you've never been, you don't have experience, you don't know the history of the place or nothing. And then all of a sudden, like, certain things are... Nope.
Okay.
There's a reason, man. Energy. You got ghost hunters that'll take out electronic devices and fucking start giving you evidence and shit. What else do we need to know whether or not, hey, the physical realm is the only existence? No, there's other shit going on out here. Just like there's aliens, just like there's this, that, and the third. Fuck that. I'd rather meet an alien in person, let him come down, tell me he's gonna beam me up and serve him dinner first, than go do some shit like this that I know some evil shit happened in. I swear to God. You can phone me home all you want, but you cannot come and fucking haunt my ass and come home with me. Not happening.
Shit, Alien might do worse than haunt your ass. Who wants to watch a Weed Wolf? That's for you, I'm assuming.
Fuck Weed.
Kick him out, guys. He did that on his own. I did not kick him out. That's
Since
your
we're
responsibility.
almost done, I came back. If not, I would have just went and served fucking dinner.
There's your answer, Mick. There's your answer. But,
I'd rather go through one of these fucking horrible experiences with the fucking haunting than watch that movie again. Or even talk about it ever again.
that could be arranged.
No, because I can just choose not to do that or watch Weewolf ever again. I'm just saying, if I was forced to, it'd be different.
Oh, yeah, but how would you be forced to?
You drug me, hit me over the head, throw me in the back of a van, pay me enough money, and get me drunk. You know, there's a lot of things I might do while I'm drunk. No, I'm kidding.
He said you drug me. You know, that looks bad. Get me drunk, hit me over the head with something. Just everything.
All of a sudden, I wake up in a black room strapped to a fucking chair or gurney in one of those places. Nope.
Chris, here, drink some of this. What is it? It's coquito. You like
Yeah,
that?
you know how. Yeah, I used to. I mean, I like it, but I can't do it no more.
Whatever that beverage is you like, that's the easiest way to get you.
Water, orange juice.
Can you roofie water or orange juice? Let it taste weird. Not roofie like that. I mean,
I've never noticed before.
Chris will be watching you just drop something in his drink. He ain't gonna do nothing crazy. Like you say, you
Thanks
wake
for
up.
the Tylenol, man. I've had a headache. My back's been killing me. Appreciate
You
you.
wake up in a silent. Like, what the fuck? God
Like,
damn
not
it.
again.
Again, man.
Is there a girl involved in this one this time, at least?
No, it's gonna be a ghost feeding you your favorite food.
Jesus Christ.
Then are you scared or are you happy?
Well, as long as it ain't Freddy Krueger force feeding me till I explode.
No, it's just feeding you whatever your favorite food is at the moment. You know, that moment, whatever you're really, really craving. And it has to be real food, because I know what you're thinking. It can't be that. Oh, shit. But I guess we can wrap this one up.
The only sustenance I would ever need, that and water. That's all I ever need.
I mean, you can get water from it. Before this goes down a worse,
Your father
you know.
knows about saving money.
All right, this is driving me fucking insane, bro.
Since boot camp.
I don't know what you're talking
And I
about.
just
I really don't know what you're talking about. But we're gonna wrap this one up, people. So thanks for watching this episode 305, The Exorcist Part 3 movie review. Make sure you guys check out Horror Research 30, and make sure you guys check out the Z Network, as you can see scrolling right across the bottom. And next Thursday, like I told you guys, and I'll let this keep rolling across as we get out of here, but Thursday, episode 306, The Thing review with 2 W's, because it's the anniversary. I did not accidentally do that. I did that on purpose because I'm so excited about it. 2 W's, because it's the 40th anniversary on the 25th, which is Saturday, but the podcast is on Thursday, so tune in. Tune in. And listen to it again on the 25th if you want to listen to it on the 40th anniversary day. That's all.
Sure, you got out. And then you can come check me out, the worst damn gamer ever, aka Chris, your host. Obviously, you can catch me here with Sir Sturdy. You can catch me on Popcorn and Pints. You can catch me on the Midnight Matinee, which is my movie review. And we're going down the MCU. We are up to Doctor Strange, coming to you this Saturday night at midnight, 12 Eastern Standard Time. I play Fortnite, Apex, Wars. Every once in a while I play Warzone. That fucking movie makes me almost as mad as, or game makes me almost as mad as people. Rocket League, which I'm starting to get into, and big news, guys. Big news to everybody out there. If you like games, if you like fun shit, if you like mini competition games like Mario Party or anything like that, Fallout Guys is free right now on the PlayStation Network, so I already had it on my hard drive. Finally, it's been made available to us, and I'm gonna be getting down on that and getting it streaming. So if you want to see me have some fun, rage at times, talk some shit to some people, you want to play with me on stream, hit me up, let me know, send me your gamer tag, and we can do that. And keep in mind, the Z Network is a dope-ass place for content creators just like us, and if you're just like us and you got shit, come on down, check it out, watch, spread the word, let people know where they can see a variety of content, like Dreams the Creator, who not only can help you do what we do here in stream, he can also video your wedding, he can make you songs, he can do a beat for you, he can do editing, he can teach you how to do it all, he can help you set up a stream. Go check out Dreams the Creator on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Our other friend up in Canada, who's another great content creator, so good at scary, his name is Kyle. You can catch him with interactive stuff on TikTok, so go duet or stitch something on his page. If you love horror, you're gonna want to be there. Also, great part about So Good at Scary is if you're an independent filmmaker or content creator, if you have a horror project, 30 minutes or less, trailer, whatever it is, if you want us to review it, send it on down to the Facebook, get in contact with him, he can get in contact with us, and we can actually review it live right here on this show, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So let them know Sir Sturdy sent you as well, and say hi to everybody from the Z Network. And Joe, who was in the chat, coming through, not only was in Facebook, swapped on over to YouTube. You can catch her on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, and am I missing one? Instagram. She's got a dope ass TikTok that she's starting up. She just started her own magazine, horror magazine. So if you're into anything in the dark space, whether it's be recipes to cook, you want some horror stories, some ghost stories, some movie reviews, some great conversation pieces, go check out Any Last Words with Joe and tell her we sent you and said, what up, girl?
Word. And I do, well, I'll talk to you about that when after we're done alone about that game. But everybody, go to horrorsource30.com. You can get all my links and all that great stuff. And you'll also be able to find on Tuesdays and Thursdays where you can watch this show live. So go to horrorsource30.com. You'll get all that awesome information. And again, Tuesdays, Thursdays, we're live at 8 o'clock Eastern time.
What up, Fresh? How you doing,
Those
man?
horror shorts.
Fresh. I keep saying
I'm telling
that.
you guys, I want some.
Giant.
I want some. Anytime you guys send them, we'll do them.
I thought the movie was fair. I thought it was pretty good.
Send them in.
It kind of hit the middle of the rank for me.
That was through one of your people, though, Chris, through... I think Kyle through you.
Oh, I know.
Someone through Kyle through you.
Yes, sir.
But
I enjoyed.
I gotta check those out, and we'll go
it
over
wasn't
that
the top of my list.
Yes, there's that. And again, Thursday,
worth a watch, especially if you're a fan of the original, The Exorcist.
Also, this Friday, guys, Black Phone is coming out. 24th.
Yeah, Black Phone. Whoop whoop.
Within the next, I'll say, couple weeks, we will be reviewing that on Horror Research 30. Black Phone, you guys know, new horror movies, certain months, gonna have to just knock them shits out.
Where's the Sean Penn?
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke, that's right.
And then this Saturday, Popcorn and Pints, 9 o'clock Eastern time. I honestly don't remember what we're reviewing, but you're gonna want to tune in for it. That's what I will say.
I got you. It is Dirty Dancing and
that's right.
What was the other one? Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman.
There you go. Dirty Dancing and Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman. Thank you so much.
Yep.
And you guys know Mr. Swayze's in Dirty Dancing. Stories from a Bar. Everywhere listen to podcasts, including Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Check out this amazing, awesome podcast. You're going to get brewery talk around the capital region. You're going to get some music talk with awesome independent artists. So you're going to definitely want to watch that. So it's like, okay, I'm in the capital region. I need to, I want to know where I can go get a good brew from, a good brewski from. So if you're into those IPAs, you check out Stories from a Bar. And hey, I want to check out some new music, some people that, a lot of people have never heard of. Again, Stories from a Bar, you're going to get that as well. I'm not saying that these artists aren't big or won't blow up, but I'm just saying the ones that aren't that, check it out. You're going to love it. Check out everybody on the Z Network. Just check us all out. Always have some awesome, fun content. If you guys did not know this, so Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I game now. I stream. That's like my consistent game schedule. I do still stream late night Saturday nights, and sometimes I'll get into that. Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 7:45 to, I'll play for at least an hour. So 7:45 to 8:45. I try to shoot for 9, but sometimes I'm tired. I'm just like, you know what? I want to go relax. I want to lay down. So I'm going to go do that. But anyways, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 7:45 to 8:45, but possibly 9 o'clock. Shoot for 9 always. That's 1. 2 is every Friday is going to be Flashback Friday from here on out, from here until I say different, which is I play either the Super, the 64, the regular, PlayStation, or if I have to, I'll play the Switch, but it will be one of the old school games only from Super, 64, or Sega. And if they ever get Game Boy and they put Pokemon on there, that's a guaranteed gonna get played. I'm telling you guys that right now. That's probably another one of my favorite games of all time, which if I had to choose, I told you guys Super Street Fighter is one of those games. Yes, I know it's just a fighting game, but it's still it's just one of those ones to where I know Chris, because we're around the same age. It was one of those games where your brothers, your cousins, everybody came over. You had those 2 controllers, and the winner stayed on, and it was just one of those. So it brings me back to those memories. I lost a lot in those days, but I'm winning now. And then Pokemon. Who didn't fucking love Pokemon? And if they get the Pokemon Red and Blue version and the Nintendo Game Boy Color Nintendo expansion, and it's on the Switch, I will be playing that a fucking lot. But anyway, so Flashback Fridays, I've been having. I started it this past Friday. I had so much fun. I actually played Super Street Fighter all the way through. Took me a little bit. Beat it with Ryu, right? Did the tournament thing with Ken. Lost in the second round, and then Saturday I did the same shit. I just didn't do a tournament. I went through and beat the game with Ken. It took a lot longer that time. I don't know why. It took David like twice as long as far as many rounds, fights to do it in. But it just brought me back, and I know. I did say this when I was gaming last, guys. When I was playing Super Street Fighter, I was like, every time I go through the game, like not the tournament mode, but I actually go through the actual game, I want to put it up 1 extra star. And I forgot to do that when I use Ken. So next time I go through that game, I have to go up to 2 extra stars until the game's at the full, I think it's like 7 or 8 stars. And that's how I'm going to play through the game from there on out. That's actually how probably get me a hell of a lot better. So you are going to hear me raging and swearing and all that stuff when I'm playing that, because that's one of those games. I think it's the old school games that do it for me. The new school games, not so much. I might say shit, fuck, but not like in a aggressive way. It's like, oh shit. But these old school games, yo, like Street Fighter, I was getting hype, winning and losing. Like I was, yeah, what the fuck? You can't, all that shit. I was getting, and it's, tune in to Flashback Fridays if you want to see that intensity of me gaming. I'm not gonna say Mondays won't be the same, because I'm actually playing Resident Evil Village on the days my wife doesn't want to game, Monday, Wednesday. So I'm gonna be playing that game, and that game can be pretty damn intense. And I'm just at the beginning. So yes, those type of games are bringing it out of me again, and I'm really enjoying it. So make sure you tune in for that. And it's gonna be strictly on my Twitch, because I'm trying to really grow on there, get affiliate like this gentleman right over here. Make sure you check him out on Twitch too, because he's doing some dope shit on there. You're gonna get some awesome, fun, funny content. And if you like seeing grown men get bullied by kids, that's your man.
Curse a lot.
They do. But it's fun, seriously. Go check out everybody on the Z Network. There's some great, amazing, awesome, fun, funny content. Check out our guys on the Scene Snobs. They will be here with us Thursday, reviewing the thing. I'll see you in your nightmares. Have an amazing night. One last important thing, this little QR code up here, that's for St. Jude for the kids. I know it's just for gaming, but if we're gonna cheat somehow, this is the way to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's just for gaming, but guess what? Anytime I'm streaming, while I'm doing this QR code's gonna be up there, because it's for the kids. That's the most important thing in this world. We need to help them out. If we could donate to this, once this gets the money, which Chris said last episode, the parents don't pay a dime for this, which I think is just great. That's how it should be. First of all, these kids shouldn't be getting any type of diseases at all, but that's what life throws at us. This right here can help them. Let's help these kids. That's really all that matters. Between leaving a better world for them and leaving them strong, let's leave something better for them, and let's make sure they're here. Let's help these kids out.
Unless they're bullying me in Fortnite or Apex, and fuck them damn kids.
We're gonna get Chris some bully prevention eventually too. Maybe we'll get the kids' parents on sitting by them. Don't talk to Chris that way, guys. Have a good night, people. Peace.
Good.
So that game, yo.
What game? Fallout, guys?
Yeah, what is that?
Bro, so it's like Mario Party. It's a bunch of mini games and shit that fucking like 30 people are playing at once.
You serious?
Mm-hmm.
On the P4?
Yeah, man. It's free right now.
And I'm about to download that shit.
Yes, sir.
I'll spread the word too, because we need some other games we can all play together here and there. I missed that. Like when a group of us are playing, like you, me, Henry, Christina, Matt, and whoever else.
Yeah.
Should be fun sometimes.
That's why my Fortnite Friday is like one of the best streams I got, just because I got 4 or 5 people that regularly come on. Sometimes we rotate some people in and out and shit while we're playing, but it's a good time, man, where everybody starts fucking bashing each other and shit, but having a good time.
Fucking so what I do with my Fridays, well, I did it this past Friday, is I'll play from 7:45 to 9, and then I'll get back on around like between 10 and 11, because the wife's usually going to bed by then anyway, or sleep. And I'll get on around that time, like between 10 and 11. I think I got on like 10:30. And Christina was on, because she gets on a little earlier now, because again, she's on the East Coast now. Yep. So I got on with her Friday. Actually, her and my boy Matt Friday. And Saturday, I think. I don't remember. And then me and her played Sunday for a little bit, which was cool. But yeah, man, I'm about to check this shit. Fallout, guys.
Yep.
When did it come out? Just dropped?
Years ago.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't go to the Plus store to get it, do I?
No. Just go right into the store. It's gonna be right under the What's Hot, I think, or Featured.
Okay.
Yeah, What's Hot. Scroll over like 1 more tile or 2 more tiles. Right there, boom. Fallout, guys.
Okay.
Bang.
And this is like Smash Brothers, you said? Or no, sorry, like Mario Party.
Yeah, it's a bunch of mini games and shit where you can fucking sabotage each other and shit. You know, steal the bacon type shit, fucking platforming type shit while other people are trying to fucking rack up points on you and shit like that. You all have the same objectives to like clear the match or be qualified and shit like that. But yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, so there's no like roll dice or anything like that. There's no board game aspect to it. It's just matches get created. You guys go and try to win. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I'll check that out. I'll definitely check that out.
You get friendly competition and the shit talking with a bunch of good people. You know what I mean? It'll be fun.
Oh, that's always fun. That's just, I think that's the best part about when you're like gaming online, is you can game with countless people, or at the very least, I'd say 16 different people. 16 different people. Well, no, actually, no, because if there's games that have more, you could just talk in a Discord. But you know what I mean? You could talk to more people than you can have in your fucking living room. Yeah. Comfortably.
Yeah, I started watching this other streamer, Burst Hammer, fucking super cool dude. Fucking come to find out, like, he's big into sports. All of his like notifications, all his shit's all about like baseball and all this other shit. He's got fucking jerseys up behind him from basketball and all this other shit. Come to find out, dude's from Utica.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so he's actually not too far and shit like that. But yeah, I can't, like, if I'm here doing shit, especially at night he's on, I gotta have his stream up just because it's fucking hilarious to watch and see him while he's drinking and shit, getting lit at the same time. It's just a good time because he's like very upbeat. So shout out to you, Burst Hammer. So now I got Fallout, guys, so hopefully I can go and play on stream with him as well.
Hell yeah, I'm downloading it right now myself. I'll tell some people too, just to play with it at least. But now, so I talked to, which I'll bring it up again this Saturday on Popcorn and Pints, but I talked to James earlier, because I was talking to him earlier, and I was telling him how next weekend I'm not going to be on anything, because, well, Saturday, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, my anniversary or whatever. And I said I talked to you already. It was after your show. He said he would do Popcorn and Pints or run it or whatever. I'll have it all set up if you guys want to do it. James said he's in. He said if you guys are in, he's in. Okay. So I'll just ask the other Chris. I mean, it's up to you guys. If you guys want to do it, go ahead. If you don't, that's fine too. We'll just do the Batman when I come back that following Saturday. But I'm good either way.
Works for me. Yeah, whatever everybody wants to do, I'm good. If not, I'm just gonna be streaming. I might do Fallout Guys Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Might be Fortnite Friday, Fallout Saturday, then fucking my shout out house that day with some. I don't know, dude. I'm having a lot of fun in fucking Fortnite, man. Like a lot of fun. Like Apex gets me so.
You know what's funny? I could have sworn it used to be the other way around with those two games, with Fortnite and Apex. Like you weren't really feeling Apex, or you weren't really feeling Fortnite, but Apex you were just fucking with it.
Fortnite was kind of boring to me at first, like running around looting for shit, looking for shit, right? But then if you got people on comms, you're playing with a team that actually is like helping each other and fucking like doing their thing, is dope. But now, like, I can sit here, fucking load up the solos, and fucking now I'm like, all right, let me try to win the whole match by myself, type deal. You know what I mean? The other day, I was in the squads lobby, which is 4-on-4. Well, teams of 4. There's I think 20 teams or 30 teams of 4. I was in there by myself, and I fucking came in second. I was so mad, bro. I almost had that shit. I almost clutched that shit.
Dope.
Yeah. So I've been having a lot of fun with it, just because it's like. It's very calm, and you're doing things, and you gotta kind of keep an eye around and shit like that. But then you can get on the comms. But if you're by yourself, it's kind of chill at first till you find people, you focus in, fucking shoot them, blast them or whatnot, or it gets really intense because they're really good too or whatnot, and it's just like, oh shit, and then it's all right, nobody else is around, let me start looting and shit. Where Apex, it's like, yo, you're on high alert the whole time because it's like everybody that plays that fucking game is just fucking like out to kill you. And then it's even worse in Call of Duty to me, because I'm like, I can't fucking do it. I can't do it where I first drop in and I'm dead in 10 seconds, 8 seconds. I can't fucking do it. I can't fucking do it. Yep. But now Fortnite's I get the Fortnite. It's because it's cartoony, it's cute to kids and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I don't understand. Fortnite's like this 3D cartoony world, right? Bubbly figures and colors and shit like that. You jump off a building, you break your legs, you die. In fucking Apex, you can jump out of a fucking plane, hit the ground, you're good. I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, Apex, you gotta have like strategic planning and fucking like eagle eye fucking reflexes and fucking quickness and scope. I'm like, but yeah, man, I don't know. Something about Apex is just. We're Fortnite, I'm like, do ha ha ha, bang yeah, bitch, yeah, bang yeah. You thought you was gonna get me, like.
I understand. I'm actually thinking about because I think Living Dead Girl plays it, and I think there's a couple other people that play it, but not Fortnite, horror based game, Dead by Daylight, and I have it.
Yeah.
Because I got it a while back. I don't know if I paid for it, if I got it a while back when it was free on PS Plus, and it was just in my library. I took it off, but also because the best thing about that game to me, besides the fact that it's free, I mean the DLC you got to pay for, but at least it's dope dope horror icons from. Yeah. I just wish the gameplay was, which of course would be.
Hell yeah, you can play Fallout guys with me. Fucking right, you can.
I wish the gameplay was more similar to Evil Dead / Friday the 13th than just like grabbing somebody when you're the killer and putting them on a hook to kill them or whatever, killing them like that. Yeah. I wish it was more like I just was more based like similar to those games. Like whatever character you pick, you're just in their setting, in their theme setting or whatever, you know what I mean?
Gotcha. So like if you were Freddy Krueger, you'd be in the boiler room or something in a fucking
something like that, or in a dream sequence. Yeah. And then if you're, Friday the 13th, you're at camp, or depending which movie it is, even if it has like certain movies.
If you're Michael Myers, you're in the town.
Names.
Yep.
That would be dope. That would be dope.
Even if you still had to escape, even if you had to use the generators to escape, but like if you could fight back, that would make it better right there. Even if you could just fight back, like you can't fight in there, you just have to like be real strategic, hide, turn the generator on, be real strategic, hide, and that gets kind of.
You flash them with a flashlight, get an obstacle in their way, and that's really it.
Yeah.
And Friday the 13th, do you fight back?
Yeah, you can pick up the weapons break after a little bit, or you run but you could fight back. Now, Evil Dead, the weapons don't break at all, which I fucking love. Oh man, it's so fun.
Interesting.
It's fun.
I gotta catch you guys playing that one of these nights.
To me, Evil Dead is what I think. If all the with the legalities of Friday the 13th, the lawsuit shit that was going on during all that time. If that was all clear, and if they were clear to like really make this game how they are with Evil Dead, I feel like it would have been a way better game, Friday the 13th, or like how they're doing, because the same people, I don't know if the same people that did Evil Dead, I could be wrong, did Friday the 13th, but I believe the same people that did Friday the 13th are doing that Texas Chainsaw Massacre game that's coming out next year. That shit looks fucking phenomenal, yo. That shit looks awesome as shit. Similar style, of course, because it's a similar type of game in a sense, but it just looks amazing. And the gameplay, I mean, just from what you could tell from the movements and how clean it looks, how smooth it looks, like, this is gonna be fucking dope.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. We'll see how it all goes, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it goes. The mighty dollar.
Oh yeah, I think it'll be decent. I think it'll be decent, honestly. I don't think it'll be. I think at worst it'll be as good as Jason, but I think it'll be better than the Friday the 13th games. And even though it's my favorite movies, slashers, I can't say the game's the best. I love it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited. You know, the streams are going well. I'm getting more people in and stuff like that consistently and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird because I got inconsistent with it, but now that I'm streaming again, it's like starting to like get more live views and shit like that. So it's kind of dope.
Yeah.
Dope. Just got another subscriber yesterday, actually. Like, yeah, buddy. I had this whole fucking titling and name shit for the tiers and everything, and I forgot it. So I gotta figure that out and what it was, because I loved it and it went hand in hand with the Worst Damn Gamer and the Worst Damn Crew. I can't remember how I structured it all, but I'll get to it.
Tiers for what? Oh,
for like the subscriptions and shit. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I still gotta work on my Twitch stuff more. I'm still trying to get used to it. But like when I game on Twitch, just streaming just on Twitch and getting all the other. Yeah. But as far what I did figure out with Restream, because it was just easier than using the Nightbot thing, which the Nightbot uses. I think it starts after a little bit, but with Twitch, with the Restream, the auto comments, I finally figured that out. So one drops every X amount of minutes, like the Z Network link tree drops.
Oh yeah.
The thing for St. Jude, and then my website link drops.
Yep.
But just having that repetitively dropping at X amount of times, and then I don't know what else. Like that's all I can think of to have drop at certain times periodically. Everything else I can't think of. Like I just say it if I have to say something, but there's nothing else I can like. You know what I mean?
That's why I like. Honestly, I like Streamlabs because it has their whole fucking. When you go to Streamlabs, like you can set it all up obviously inside Streamlabs, the program. Mm-hmm. But when you go to their website and shit, like there's a process tree of like all the different things to set up and everything like that. So you literally click one thing, you get your notifications, you click another thing, you get your fucking thing, and inside there's tons of different things. So like if you want sound bits to play, like if you want an image to show when somebody subscribes, then a sound to play when somebody follows, all this different shit. Those reminder texts that come up in the chat, you can have games embedded in the chat. So if somebody's in there for X, Y, and Z amount of time, it'll be like, boom, here's this message. Type this command in, and you can play a certain game with some of the other chatters and shit. Like there's fucking tons of shit, tons of shit. But yeah, a lot of the shit is just basically keeping it moving, and you know what I mean? Because especially right now, we don't have a lot of fucking chatters and shit like that. So we got to keep the shit interesting. It's cool though because they're focusing on the gameplay and the interaction, and I'm not really pissing people off when I'm all into it, and I'm not really paying attention to the chat, and then I get to the chat. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, I can't complain, man. But there's a lot of shit to fucking set up with the emotes and all the fucking the bits, the point systems, and all that shit. Like where if they hit certain amount in your chat and they use it to redeem certain actions from you or whatnot. Like some people do a hydrate where you'll drink some water. Some people do a stretch. Some people do push-ups. Some people do a dance thing. Some people play a song or make a face or. I mean, there's so many different things. You know, just find your fucking groove with it, man, and just have fun with it.
One thing I can say is I'm having a fucking blast with it. Even more so, I think because I'm gaming more, obviously, and like it's making me get better at talking to myself, but talking to the people, so to speak. Even if there's nobody in the chat, I'm just still trying to. I still try to talk here and there more so than I used to. Like before, I'd just say, okay, there's nobody in here. Blah, 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 blah. But now I'm conversating like somebody's there, like, you know, how you guys doing tonight? Blah, 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 da, da, da. Go through the game. And then, but with certain games like Resident Evil, I really do get focused on it to where I'm not paying attention to the chat as much. but I am talking. I'm like, oh shit, I already know something crazy's coming.
Yeah,
Blah 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 blah.
yeah.
So it's not like I'm sitting there silent.
Yeah, because you
And
never know when people are gonna hop in.
Yeah, and I'm just saying what I'm seeing. Obviously, they can see it too, and then just like reacting, like how I react. Like when I jump, that's a legit jump. Like, oh shit, jumping shit, and I'm enjoying it more. And I'm even what I even started doing more so too was like I'll turn lights. Well, they're numbered, so the 3 and 4 ones off. They're like closest to me. Leave the top 2 on, but put them on like say a blue, pink, like a darker color, because it feels more like a video game vibe to me. And then it sets and the reason why I say it is because I'll do it for like all the games if I'm playing a horror game or not. But then with the horror games with that darker vibe, obviously it kind of puts in the creep factor even more. Even more so with Resident Evil. Actually, fucking Resident Evil's making me jump lately, and fucking Evil Dead. There's a part where like this, well, it's called a deadeye, but it's like this skeleton thing that just literally takes up your whole screen just out of nowhere. It's like a quick high pitched scream, takes up your screen for like 2 seconds, and every single time. Because I never know when it's gonna come. I don't know I know like when my fear bar gets all the way up there, something comes soon. I just don't know when it actually is gonna happen. And every single time, it's gotta be like 5-6 times. I'm just like, oh shit. But I like it. I love it.
That's awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I'm having so much fucking fun. Like the gaming aspect, I'm just like, oh, it's so much fun. So much fun. And even more so, like I said, because Resident Evil obviously is a solo player game. So like even gaming alone, like without gaming with say you or whoever else I usually game with, or even people not in the headset. Yes, I enjoy that more still because you have the conversation, all that shit going. But
yeah,
I'm enjoying it more solo as well. Like I'm getting used to it, more comfortable with it solo as well. Obviously not gaming by myself, but you know what I mean, the gaming and the streaming portion.
Right.
And now I'm like, okay, so every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, do that, and again, trying to get the wife involved in it more. When she feels like playing a game or something for a little bit, or at least come up and watch. Sometimes she'll come up and smoke a little bit and watch me game, and then head downstairs. So we'll see.
Yes, sir.
We'll see.
All right, brother. Let me get out of here because my dinner's fucking overdone, probably.
All right, Joe.
Be good.
Have a good one, man.
All right, man. Be good.
You too, man. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Worst Damn Gamer. I hope you guys had a wonderful time here on Horror We're So Sturdy with me and the boy doing a review of Exorcist 3. You just saw us chit-chatting it up about the whole streamer life here at the end and things we do and how we got to work through the process. So thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for all everybody on TikTok that's been following. The numbers are still growing. Thank you so much to everybody on Instagram, Facebook. Thank you to all the Twitch followers, the people I play the games with. Don't forget, Monday, it's Motivational Monday. Tuesday, you can catch me here on Horror with Sir Sturdy. Sometimes I'll play during the day like I did today, some Fortnite. And then, where am I? Let me close this out. And then also the Wednesday, I pretty much don't have anything slated. Tomorrow I got some shit to do, so I probably won't be on too much tomorrow. But I may be on at night. And then Thursday, Horror with Sir Sturdy again. I'll probably do some streaming during the day. Friday, it is Fortnite Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I play Fortnite from 10 p.m. until we can't no more, which is usually somewhere between 2 and 3 in the morning. So if you want to get down, enjoy some of the banter and conversation with a bunch of cool people, get in the chat. Make sure you say what's up to everybody. Hit that follow. Hit that bell so you know when we're on. If you want to get down and play with us, or any other time, you can get in the chat. You can send me your gamer tag, and I'll try to fit you in the rotation that night or another day for sure when we're on. Also, besides that, see, I know I'm not bugging. Where is this fucking
It remembers names.
commercial coming from that keeps playing? What the fuck? Anyway, and then Saturday night, we do Popcorn and Pints at 9 p.m. Eastern, and the Midnight Matinee is mine at midnight Saturday night. Next week, we may or may not be doing Popcorn and Pints, so I might be gaming and streaming. I might make Saturday night my regular for some Fallout guys. I haven't figured it out completely. Or I might make it Wednesday, middle of the week, nighttime. Either way, hit the bell. Let me know what you guys think about all the content and everything that's going on, all the gaming. If you want to get down, let me know. Come find me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And I love y'all. Thank you so much for the support. Looking to get the crew growing even more. Looking to get those subs going. I might do a subathon soon. I got to come up with the whole layout for it and everything. But thank you so much. You guys all have yourself a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you soon. In order to be